What up, everybody? Chef Beardsley. We got a game changer fan for the OUTCAST 8S for the motor. Um, we're gonna do a quick little overview of it. Look at it. I'll tell you some of the specs. Um, it's 50 mil, so it should fit on there pretty well. It is designed. It should fit the XLX2, and the cover works for the XLX2 on it. But we're going to take a look at the fan, give you some of my impressions of it, show you the battery I'm going to use to run it because you do need an external battery for it. And then we'll try to hook it up and on the 8S Outcast and see how it goes. So here is the fan itself. It's 50 mil, like I said. My first impression of it when I got it out of the box, pretty sturdy, honestly. The casing seems pretty thick, like it'll hold pretty well. It's not like a cheap plastic or anything. Like if I squeeze on it, it's not even like making a creaking noise, which is nice. They are chrome plated fan blades, which I kind of like. The only thing I might do is take this cover off, put screen over it, and then put the cover back over it, just because I'm gonna bash with it. These come highly recommended from RC Guy Garage and Earl Moorhead, and if they're good enough for them, it should be good enough for me. I'm gonna use it in a little different way though. They run them normally on speed cars. They do put them on their bashers too, but I'm really gonna send my 8S Outcast with this fan on there and see how the fan blades hold up, which I think they're going to hold up really well, because if you guys look, it's almost like a turbine fan, if that makes any sense. It's not like a flat blade, or not as flat as some of the other ones, so I think when it lands, it's actually not going to snap fan blades off, because I heard that's an issue. I'm really digging the way it's designed. What came in the box is the fan, obviously. Reusable zip ties, which are really nice. Some stickers, which will end up on my iced tea holder. This is the battery I'm going to use. It's actually for my Capra. It's a 3-cell 1500 mAh battery, so we'll see how long that runs. What's it called? He was telling me, I was talking to Gamechanger on the phone when we were talking about this fan. It's good for 60,000 hours runtime, which is really impressive. Like I heard some people talking about like other fan companies and this and that, but he tests all these when he gets them, make sure everything works. It can only pull 3S. If you look, there's only 2 pins in here. So it can only pull 3S. So even if you hook it to a 4S, I believe, I could be misquoted. Don't like quote me, but I'm pretty sure it can only do 3S. It can only pull. So if you hook it up to a 6S battery, it's only going to pull from 3 cells. I said it fits over to XLX2. Oh, no covers. So if you want covers, they're $5. I think he said they make them in different colors, but I'm not 100% sure. There's going to be a link in the description to his eBay page. Super nice guy. If you're watching this, I can't wait to test this bad boy out. We're gonna launch it. So I'm gonna throw this battery on charge. We're gonna see how it goes. They sound, to me, in videos I've watched, they sound beastly, so I'm looking forward to it. If you guys look, there's also arrows, indicator of like airflow and what way the fan spins, which is nice because I'm kind of stupid when it comes to stuff like that. I'm going to be like spinning it to figure it out. So yeah, so let me throw this on charge. We're going to test it out, and then we're going to figure out a way to get it on to the 8S Outcast, which I don't think it's going to be too hard, but yeah, I'll let you know how that, well, you guys will see how it goes. And again, link in the description to this fan. Alright guys, so the battery's all charged up. Again, I'm using a 3-cell 1500 milliamp battery. Sounds like a little jet, man. It moves so much air. Like, that's insane. Like it moves It's moving, boys. That's no joke. What I was saying before, I'm gonna move you guys over, is you see how those fans are pitched pretty far down? I think that's why I moved so much air, and I think it's gonna be stronger than, if you notice, I already took the screws off the stock fan, because these are pitched but not nearly as rough or as intense, and you can feel how soft these are. It's really thin. But so I've been eyeing up how I'm gonna mount this thing. If you notice, I loosen up the nuts. The nuts do go through the holes for the stock ones, but to put the nuts on, it's only gonna grab a couple threads. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the stock bolt to go through the bottom here, like bottom of this fan here, in this hole, and use the stock screws to hold it down. But the issue is that I'm having is the head of this bolt here is a little too wide to go in this bottom hole here, so it's on an angle. So I might Dremel this little support here, or I might oblong the hole just a little bit, which I think I'm going to oblong the hole on one and see how it works, because I don't want to take these supports out, which I still think it'll be plenty strong, but I'm going to try to avoid that. I think I'm just going to oblong this hole out, and either I have small screws here I can replace these with, or you just use zip ties. But I'm more worried about it getting mounted to here. If there's a little more thread, I'd be able to get a nut on there, but even then there's a little channel here. It will just be a pain. So I think I'm going to oblong the hole just a little bit and use the stock hardware. So let me get you guys set up. We're going to remove this old fan. If you guys see, it's just shrink wrapped along here. So I'm just going to cut that shrink wrap, take this fan out, unplug it, and then we're going to get to mounting. So I'm going to set you guys up and we'll be right back. Alright guys, so I did oblong the hole a little bit on the bottom, but if you look, it's still a little crooked there because the head of this bolt is hitting the support. So I think I'm going to have to Dremel that down just a little bit so it goes in straight, because I'd really like to use this hardware, because like I told you, I want to catch enough threads. But if you see, I oblonged it just a little. I don't want to lose too much structural integrity there. So I think I'm going to, because I don't have anything this size right now for shorter. So I think with smaller heads, I can either grind down the head of the bolt, but I think I'm just going to take out a little section on here with the Dremel and then see how that works. It should be okay. Like I said, structurally I think it's going to be fine, because this is a big support here. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to take a little notch out of there, and then yeah, so let me grab my Dremel and we'll do that up. Alright, so let's get the Dremeling, guys. See if she fits. Perfect. Good. So we're going to do that on all the other ones too. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. Yep, I like that. And it should be good. So let's hit the other three the same way. I don't think, I'm probably won't have to oblong them. If I do, I'll turn it back on and show you guys. I just got to be extremely careful here because the wires are here. So we're just going to hold it off to the side while I Dremel. So let me do the other three and I'll come back to you guys when it's done. Alright guys, so I did all the notches all the way around. I did have to oblong the rest of the holes. I forgot to video that. But this is a 5/32 drill bit, I believe. Yes, it's 5/32. And then when I went to oblong, I'm going to do it up here. I'm not going to oblong these, but I just held the drill and just took a little bit off just to make them stand up a little straighter. When I go to put this on, this is going to sit on top. I'm going to have to use a ball end to tighten them down. And then I'll probably use an Allen just to snug them down. But yeah, honestly, I didn't have to take much off, just a little bit. I used this Dremel attachment and just a little bit, just till they went down. And then for the cover, like I said, I have screws with nuts, or I'll just use zip ties because that's not that big a deal. I think the stock armor one will fit too, actually. Yeah, the stock armor one will fit. So we might rock that again just because it is an armor. I do like the chrome. Looks good. But alright, so let me set you guys up. We're going to hook this on the truck, put this on, and figure out where we're going to set this battery in there. Alright guys, so it's sitting on top of the heatsink. Like I was saying, since I got these notches in there, it holds it straight up. So what we're going to do is, if I didn't lose my Allen wrench, where did I put it? Where did I put my Allen? Here it is. I'm using a, doesn't say. Here it is. A 3mm ball end, just so I can get in there. And we're just gonna just snug them down. It's gonna be a little bit of work to do, but it's gonna be worth it because this thing is gonna be a beast. Alright guys, so it looks like, oh yeah, she ain't going nowhere. If I had the stock bolts that length, I would have just put them through here, but I don't have them, and I didn't want to go out and get any, so I just modified this a little bit, and honestly, she ain't going nowhere. So next we're going to route the wire. I think I'm going to see if I can just, I'll probably zip tie the battery here for the time being. I'm gonna pick up more straps so I can strap it when I'm out there playing. But I think up here out of the way, so it doesn't get caught up in the dry shaft or anything. I think right there is gonna be the key. So let me put this top on. Like I said, I think I'm just gonna use small zip ties, and then yeah, we'll plug her in. Alright guys, so I zip tied the cover back on, and ain't going nowhere. This is gonna be awesome. So I was thinking about this battery placement. Like I said, I want to get more of these Velcro straps. I think I'm gonna end up putting it here in the front, because on the side here I have a feeling it's gonna, I don't know if I like that. It's gonna be a test. I'm not gonna run this today. This is just an install video, but I think this is where it's going to go for the first run, because it's kind of protected. Probably, yeah, I'm going to get Velcro that there as tight as it goes. And then this wire, I'm going to bunch it up, and it's going to plug in. I only need this much here. So I think what I'm going to do is, because if that's there, yeah, I can plug it in there. So let me zip tie this here. Toss the zip tie. Yeah, should be. Alright, so that should be there. And then this looks like it naturally just runs, if you see. It just runs right with the motor wire, that's where the original fan ran across. So I think I'm gonna throw a couple zip ties on there, on these wires, because obviously they don't get caught in anything, and they should be good. So let me grab a couple more zip ties. because the original wire was shrink wrapped to this, and I'm not doing all that. So a couple zip ties, we do it right up. Should be good. But yeah, I heard nothing but good things about these fans. I'm super excited about giving it a good shot. I want to, like I said, I really want to air this thing out, have some super hard hits, and see how she holds up. I don't have any issues. I don't foresee any issues, I should say, at all. It seems like it's built extremely well. So we're gonna really test it. Like I said before, I've seen people break the stock fins on the stock fan, and this doesn't seem like it's gonna have that issue at all. This is extremely soft. When I had that off, I was feeling those seem pretty tough, but they still have a little give, so they're not gonna snap because they're hard, too hard. But these, like I've seen a lot of guys on the Arma forum saying they're snapping motor fans. I don't think this is gonna have that issue, but we're gonna test it. And if it happens, I'll let you guys know, but I really don't think it's gonna happen. So grab my razor, cut the zip tie, extra, perfect. And then we're gonna plug her in. And like I said, this is gonna be stationary, but for the time being, for testing. Jeez. Guys, I don't know if you can hear me, but there's so much air coming out of there. Holy crap. So much. Wow. Yeah. I'm running this on a 23 tooth pinion. And I did notice that the motor was getting pretty warm. And I only have 2 packs right now. So I have a feeling if I swapped over to more packs, it would overheat. Because this motor here, like when I would go in there and feel it, it was getting pretty warm. Like from full rips and full sends and stuff, it was getting pretty warm. I'm not gonna have an issue with that. I guarantee I could probably run a different one, like a little faster pinion, and I bet you still keep it cool. But yeah, that's just a quick little install. Pretty easy. Just had to oblong those holes a little bit and Dremel out that little piece there, but that's no big deal. Quality wise, I'm pretty shocked. I knew they were going to be built well because Earl and RC guy backs them, and if they back it, you know it's good. But to see it firsthand is actually pretty impressive. Again, let me just get my specs here. I just want to make sure I get everything right. He does test everything before he ships it out. The price on this fan here is $55. It does fit the XLX2, and the XLX cover works. It's 50 millimeters, and different covers are $5 more. They are chrome plated fans blades, but they're not metal. They're just chrome painted, I believe. And 60,000 hours of run time on this fan. And he was telling me some other things. A lot of fans that you get from like China and stuff, and they're like $5, you're getting a $5 fan, if you know what I mean. Most of the time they're used fans from like old computers or old equipment, and they just repurpose them, and that's why people are breaking them or they're not lasting. From what I've seen so far, it seems like a really good fan. And if you have any other questions, definitely check him out. He has a YouTube channel. I'm gonna link him in the description. I'm also gonna link you to the store page on eBay where you can purchase this fan and all his other fans. He makes like tri-fan setups, like 2-fan setups. Like, definitely check them out. They're pretty cool. Look for a running video on this soon. I am working 18 days in a row, so I'm not sure when I can get out there. I'm gonna get out there as soon as I can and really launch this thing, because I can't wait. I can't wait to test this out. We're definitely going to launch it and make sure it holds up, and I have no doubts that it will. Yeah, so if you like this and you want to see how it performs, like and subscribe. I appreciate you guys watching. Game changer. I can't wait to check this thing out, man. Really test her out. Again, like and subscribe. Catch you guys on the next one.